So it's not a handwritten font, it's an actual handwritten letter. I think I've got one like here. And it actually looks, it's a pen that's written on paper and it's got a note inside. And we say, text your address to this phone number to get an offer, after a couple lines and really smart copy that we've A/B tested. When sellers text their address to that phone number, they're engaging with our AI that's responding not in 30 minutes or 6 hours, but in 3 seconds, to then come back, validate their address using a Google Maps API to make sure that we know exactly what they're talking about. And then we go through and say, great, what's your name, right? What's your motivation, timeline, condition, price? The average conversation length is 3 minutes. People don't just stop halfway through the conversation because it's engaging. It's natural. It's the way that we talk to each other. If you're having a conversation with me and we're texting back and forth, and you're seeing that I'm texting, say 5 to 7 seconds later, you're going to stay engaged in that conversation because you want to see what I have to say. And the reason you want to see what I have to say is because the contextual frame has been set up properly. Let's say if you're a potential seller, a lot of people are doing cold texting, and it's, depending on the state and, how you feel about it, could be a potential TCPA violation. But if I'm texting you saying, hey, do you want an offer? You didn't ask to get that text. You're already put on the defensive and you already have the power in the conversation. You have the leverage. You're not going to want to give me truthful answers. I came to you. We flip that script with mail, because when people are coming in through mail, they're inbound people. They're already motivated. They're playing along, if you will. And what we're seeing is an uptick in conversion rates when you give people the option to text their address for an offer, rather than just calling a number. Number one, because they actually see that they're going to be able to respond on their time and choose the way that they want to self-express. But number two, I guarantee you, if you Google like sell my house fast, your city, and you call 10 different investors, like I guarantee half of them won't even answer the phone. It's a capacity issue. It's a connection issue because someone's not always there available to pick up the phone. And the best investors I've ever met don't want to hire or run an entire call center of virtual assistants, because that's going to hurt their conversion rates as well, because they can't control the quality of the conversation. And so what they want to do is just buy more houses. And so what we have built is a system that allows you to create a marketing number, create a campaign, roll out a mail campaign that uses custom copy that we've already predetermined. We handle all of it. And then when those responses come in, not only are we qualifying them and then passing them off to you, you're also getting a lead report, an SMS notification of a summary of the conversation, motivation, timeline, condition, price, and a link to view the transcript 3 seconds after that conversation was done. And then for the entire campaign, you can go back and see your KPIs of how many responses you got per day, how many calls you got, because sometimes people will still call about 20%, how many leads you got, how many prospects came through that weren't fully qualified, and you will be able to see your cost per lead. And now we're adding to your revenue per lead per campaign, all the KPIs being managed just by putting in a couple pieces of information about what mail, like how much mail that you sent out. And if I know anything about real estate investors, it's that even the guys who are doing consistent volume have no idea what their KPIs are, and they're really just guessing and relying on luck that something's going to close. And what that causes is like seemingly high highs, but then very low lows, where they could be looking at, a pipeline in the next 60 days of not having any more deals coming in, because they simply have just been doing sporadic marketing here and there. Whereas investors that know that are in it for the long haul and want to consistently acquire off-market properties each month understand that you have to plant the seeds now. You have to plant in the spring to harvest in the fall. On real estate, it's a slightly smaller time scale, but you have to be consistently planting seeds. It's just a lot to keep track of. And so in addition to these conversational skills and the qualification, we embedded all that so people can see the performance of the technology, and they can see exactly down to the cent what they're spending and what they're getting out of every single campaign.